What is up, guys? You're very welcome to Frauditor Compilation number 17 here on Degenerate Watch. Thank you very much for joining me. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at a frauditor whose need to interject himself into police business comes back to bite. Not only does he create a bigger situation than the one he was complaining about in the first place, he also makes himself look silly in the process too. And later, we're going to be taking a look at what must be the most amateurish audit I've ever seen. Not only is it a travesty of bad camera work, it's also very, very pointless. So without further ado, let's hop into the video. And don't forget, if you do enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button. Our first video takes us up to Buffalo in New York. Our frauditor is out shoveling snow off his driveway when some police show up on his street to attend to a call. But rather than just continue to shovel snow on his driveway like anybody else would, he can't pass up the opportunity to agitate some police officers. But it all backfires on him quickly as one officer outsmarts him. I guess he'll know for the next time to just mind his own business. Let's take a look.
Look at this car blocking the road. Nobody can get through here. This lady in the truck right here is trying to get through. There's other cars trying to get through. This guy's blocking the road. No emergency lights on. There's 5 cops that went into this house. Look at that. Window down, computer open. Let's see what he's got going on here. How about you not block the road? How about you not block the road? There's people trying to get through.
We're dealing with a 911 call. Emergency. Why are you trying to...
I can film the police in the line of their duty.
You're right, you can.
Yep, I'm not in your car. I'm filming your car. That's what I do.
Okay, all right.
That's what I do.
Understood. What's
Yep.
your name?
My first name's Jay. What's your name and badge number?
John Bannister, 3543.
What's your name and badge number?
It's right there.
Is that right there, R-I-G-H-T or R-I-T-E? What's your name and badge number?
I don't understand the question.
It seems this officer may have dealt with some frauditors before, because that sounds like something they'd say. This guy's just creating an extra situation for the police to deal with while they're already trying to deal with this call that they're here for. And of course he has the department's phone number front and centre so all the followers can ring up and bog down their lines with even more nonsense.
What's your name and badge number?
Right here, 3637.
Right here, R-I-T-E or R-I-G-H-T?
GHT.
G-H-T, all right. Officer right here. Can you guys, one of you move the car out of the road?
No, as soon as we're concluding with this 911 call, we'll move the car, okay?
So look at all these people blocked in.
I understand it, and I know it's an inconvenience, but we're here to help crisis services. So that takes obligation over most of the everything. I thought that we were over to the side enough that people get through. If we're not, I apologize.
I don't get the reason behind why they actually post what sort of salaries that the officers are on, because it's public information, so if anyone wanted to find out, they could, so it's not some revelation that he's bringing to us here. But it makes them feel like they're getting one up on the officer by publishing their salary, but sure, if it makes them feel better, then okay. But as you heard from that officer there, it's crisis intervention that got them to come, so it's obviously some sort of mental health call that they're dealing with, and you'd think he'd have a bit more cop on to be continually annoying them there when they're trying to deal with that. And that officer there is being very polite with him. He even says that they thought they were over far enough to let people by. And I'm pretty sure the lady that's waiting to get by would appreciate that they're there for an emergency call, and she's probably okay with waiting there for a couple of minutes. Notice that it's her that has the actual problem, because she's the one that's stuck and can't get by, yet he's the one making issue about it. She's not out of the car ranting and raving at the officers. He really is a knight in shining armour.
Okay, I mean, we're just concluding a 911 call.
Yep.
You're making it hard for us to do that, so can you calm down?
You were not out here when I approached the car. You guys came out to see what I was doing when I started filming the car, which I'm allowed to do.
Well, we just saw you touching it.
I can touch it all I want, as long as I don't open the door. Yes, I can. I paid for this car.
Personally?
It's taxpayer funded.
Okay.
Yep. Where's the lieutenant at? Another car blocking the road.
Sorry, man. We're here for a mental health crisis.
Yep.
I like your camera stick, though. That's nice.
Appreciate it. You guys are blocking the road. This is ridiculous.
Do you have a car that needs to go somewhere?
There's a lady parked in the middle of the road trying to get groceries home. She has to be somewhere.
Okay.
You pulled up and blocked her as she was coming down the road. He did. Whoever drove this car. Blocked this lady on purpose.
We're absolutely deep in conspiracy land now because they blocked her on purpose. Yes, the 911 call was a whole plot to get the cops there to block that lady from getting her groceries home to the safety of her cupboard. Absolute nonsense here. The lady may have groceries to get home and she may have places to be, but as the officer said, they're dealing with a mental health crisis. I think that takes precedence over getting the shopping home.
This is not necessary. Look at those other 3 cars parked down the road. Out of the way. This right here is not necessary. A district, always looking like a fool on the camera. All the time. You really appreciate it. Check out my YouTube channel, News Now Buffalo. Subscribe and like.
Why even bother saying that? They're never subscribing and liking. Times must be pretty hard if you're trying to get the people that you're against to like and subscribe. And on that note, a shout out to the haters. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, how about you move the car? That'd be awesome. Well, at least let this lady out. That car's got to go too. Sometime today. See how hard that was?
What follows next here is just utter stupidity. You'd expect now that the road is free of obstructions that the lady would be able to pass by with ease like he's been whinging about, but he's that wrapped up in his own ego and trying to get one over on the police that he causes an obstruction in the road himself.
My safety is not your concern. Supreme Court has ruled my safety is not your concern.
Get out of her way so she can move.
Quit barking orders. Come on.
Sir, you gotta get out of her way.
I'm not in her way. I'm helping her. Stop talking to me.
I'm sorry, but how is standing in the middle of the road in her way helping her? It's a straight run. She doesn't need any direction. Just get out of her way and let her go.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Now, if I wouldn't have come over here, she would have been sitting there this whole time because you guys are inconsiderate.
And take note of the fact there that she said thank you to the officer also. If she was that annoyed with the police, she'd have just drove on by and not acknowledged them at all. So now that the lady's well on her way, you think that the problem is solved, but no, he just can't seem to help himself, can he?
What's he hiding in his car? He don't want me to see. One of you viewers, you'll spot it. You guys catch everything.
It's not the first time I've heard this nonsense. What did I actually think that the police are stashing in their vehicles trying to hide it from the general public? And if they were doing that, why would they leave it on display in the centre console? Ridiculous.
What is he hiding?
Get off.
I can do this. Yes, I can.
Touch it. Back off.
I can do this
Sir,
all
listen,
I want.
back off, okay?
What's your name,
You are
badge number?
obstructing right now.
What's your name, badge
Back
number?
is right here. You're filming it, okay? Get back on the sidewalk and get out of the street.
I am able
Stop.
to be in the
You are
street.
talking about blocking the street. You're blocking the street,
There's
right?
nobody in the street trying to get through.
I know you actually thanked us, but she said you were in the way, so
Okay.
Stay away from the police vehicles. Let us do our job, and we will be out of here.
we're gonna have an ambulance coming up to get this gentleman to where he needs to go.
Yeah.
That's why we're here to begin with.
Yep.
We didn't just pull on this for no reason.
Just get back on the sidewalk.
Can you get your supervisor over here?
No, I can't. Now, can you please go get on the sidewalk?
I'm able to stand in the street. Why can't I
No,
be in
you
the street?
cannot stand in the street.
There's
You're
cars
obstru-
right.
It's called disorderly conduct. You're obstructing traffic. Get on the sidewalk.
You know what?
That's just a lame defence. Just because there's no cars coming up the street right at that very moment doesn't mean that there's going to be no traffic. Like, apparently the issue he was having has been solved now, so why is he still standing in the street trying to agitate the officers? But wait, there's more. You're going to see him fabricate another reason for being out in the street complaining. But he should have quit while he was ahead because it ends up backfiring on him and his acquaintance.
You know what?
Thank you for being so understanding.
No, I file complaints against all of you.
File complaint.
Internal Affairs will be hearing about you.
Okay.
Unlawful orders.
Are you with him, ma'am?
Yeah. So
Okay, can I write a ticket for you blocking the sidewalk with your vehicle?
go for it.
All right.
We're getting ready to pull out when these people were in the way.
Okay, you feel free to pull on right out now if you'd like.
That's what we're working on.
Okay, well, working on it would be getting in the car and pulling away. So just leave.
I live here. You leave.
So first of all, it was the fact that they were blocking the road on that lady. Now he's trying to say that he was trying to pull out of his driveway, but they were blocking the road. Like, which is it? His persistence at agitating the officers is only going to earn him or whoever owns that car in his driveway, maybe it's the lady that's with him, a parking ticket. And also note how he seems to raise his voice every time he gets told a fact. He's like a kid on a playground not getting his own way. Like, what does he actually think he's going to achieve by raising his voice at them? They're not one bit intimidated at all. And bear in mind, he's distracting these officers away from what they're actually there to be doing in the first place.
We were called here.
Yeah, now stop talking to me. Walk away.
We didn't just show up on Spalding.
Walk away. I no longer wish to engage with you.
Okay. Well, we're here for this house.
Okay, so go back to work.
I'm here.
Tyrants over here at A District. YouTube's gonna love you guys today. They're gonna eat you up.
Okay.
Yeah, your department's gonna get so many phone calls today.
Probably.
They will. YouTube's gonna love you guys.
Yeah.
Tyrants. A District.
Okay.
That would not be a good idea for you to write that ticket right now. This is all on video. My driveway was blocked. It's all on video.
Is this your vehicle, ma'am?
She doesn't have to answer that question. This is a lawsuit. Just wait, buddy. You guys prevented me from pulling out of the driveway, so giving me this ticket is not a good idea. Not a good idea, bud. YouTube's gonna love you guys.
I'm sure everyone's gonna be very
Yeah,
proud.
your lieutenant's gonna be pissed. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. This is all on video.
Oh, he's got one thing right there. It's all on video. Him acting stupid, agitating the officers, distracting them from the work, and his vehicle parked blocking the pavement. Yeah, it's all on video there for the judge. Now, a lady from the neighbourhood passes by down the street, and the fact that he's been told to get out of the road and all that he's not very happy with, and she's walking in the road, and they make issue with this, saying that where's her ticket and stuff like that. Just another petty way to have a moan.
Walking right down the middle of the street. Where's her obstruction charge? She got a ticket? Damn, all that traffic she's blocking.
So whose vehicle is this?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. You don't know whose vehicle it is?
I don't answer questions.
Thank you for being a steward of the law.
Thank you for being a douchebag. Tyrant.
It's just embarrassing at this stage. These people just can't admit defeat. But surely now at this juncture he's finished and done.
Hey, your cars are illegally parked. They need to be towed. Pile's trying to come through. Hey, call for a tow. The pile can't get through. Call A District and tell them there's 3 cars illegally parked.
I'm sitting here wondering what this guy's neighbours are thinking of him with him shouting his head off out in the street. And shouting his head off to nobody at that, as the officers have gone back to what they're doing. Regardless of the 2 or 3 cop cars that are parked on the street, there's loads of other cars belonging to residents parked on the street. I'm pretty sure when they're ploughing the road they send out some sort of a notice to people to move their vehicles. So even if the cop cars weren't on the street there, they still wouldn't be able to get up as there's loads of vehicles parked to the side of the road. And you'll see that the plough's not even trying to come up that way, he's turning around and going back down the other end of the street. He's literally just hanging out in the street looking for problems to shout at the police about. It's just a lot of nonsense and he's making himself look silly in the process.
All those cops for one person. Where's the ambulance they wearing? All them cops, the one person that didn't even need handcuffs.
When the 911 call comes in, the police don't know exactly what they're going to deal with, so the other people are there as backup. Like, do you not understand that? The guy's having a mental health crisis. They've deemed that he's not a threat. That's why he's not in handcuffs. I'm pretty sure handcuffs would probably exasperate the situation.
Hit that cop car, hit that cop car.
He's saying hit that cop car, but apparently he's the one that paid for that cop car out of his taxpayer dollar. The chap seems eager to shell out a few more dollars there, so if the Buffalo Police have any vehicles in need of a repair, then they know where to send a bill to.
Look, it's the officer right here parade. Officer right here. Bye, officer right here. Right here, right here. R-I-G-H-T or R-I-T-E. You guys are pathetic. And because of you, our road didn't get finished plowed. It's your fault. Because you guys can't park. Do better. Treat people with respect. Do better. Do better, officer right here. Tyrants.
All those officers.
Right.
And all they wrote was a parking ticket.
Yeah, all those officers and all they wrote was a parking ticket for you. He's some boy to be calling them pathetic and telling them to do better and treat people with respect. I didn't see him do any of those things. And what was achieved out of all that? He hasn't left yet. He's still in his driveway and he's now got the cost of a parking ticket, or that lady that was with him has. Just more utter stupidity. I think the cold must have got to him while he was out shoveling snow, and he must have had a brain freeze because there was no sense in any of that. Moving along now into our next clip, and it has to be what I'll only describe as one of the worst audits that I've ever seen. Worse from the point of view of shoddy cameramanship. There doesn't seem to be any real motive, it seems to be all done just on the fly. And quality control on this production seems to have died a terribly painful death. Really poor execution, and to call this an amateur operation would be being too kind. Grab yourselves a sick bag and let's head for Texas. It sounds like he's walking around inside a wind tunnel. There's obviously some sort of an incident going on, judging by the amount of police cars there and also the ambulance. The way the camera's bouncing up and down, we might as well be on horseback going through this car park. I kind of get where his angle is now. He just wants to go around recording license plates because he must have some sort of a sick, twisted license plate fetish. I've heard about those people. He needs to upgrade his setup by perhaps buying a gimbal if he can't hold the camera steady. The sound's so bad it makes this almost nearly pointless. But from what I can gather there, the guy approached, probably a police officer, asked him what was he doing. He said he was recording the license plates to have record of it. For what exactly? Why would you need record of law enforcement plates unless you were up to something sinister? Like I said, sick twisted license plate fetish.
Driving cars with license plates? Those kids up there. I'm focusing in on license plates. Okay. Coming over here so they aren't in the picture on this one.
You're not really focusing in on license plates. That is unachievable with your setup there. But we are getting some quality shots of the asphalt. We could go so far as to say that he's acting the asphalt.
Peaceful Streets Project. Actually, I have. Actually, I have. Yep. These rebels track and field. Now that I don't know. No, you've never been out with us. Okay.
It's like his camera got dropped inside a centrifuge there. I was starting to get motion sickness looking at it. There actually wouldn't be that much motion from something tumbling from orbit.
I've been out SWAT call outs. No, we're not with SWAT. Okay. We're the All Star Fugitive Task Force. Never know. Okay. No, I haven't been out with you.
My apologies for putting you guys through this. It's just absolutely appalling, shocking production quality here. Now I've saved you the expense of having to endure any more of that, as there is over another 2 minutes of it. And next we're going to see the last bit of clear and viewable footage, let's just say. Absolutely no context whatsoever there for the viewer to know what's going on. And another shockingly pointless audit, but at least it didn't really waste any police time there. The point of recording those license plates, I guess we'll never know. That guy really needs to enroll in the Frauditor Academy to hone his skills. Well guys, that just about wraps things up for Frauditor Compilation number 17. I thank you very much for joining me, and if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to drop us a like, as it really does help the channel out. And once again, I do want to apologise to everyone for things being so slow here on the channel, but I am working on it and things should resume back to normal fairly shortly. So I appreciate all you guys being so patient with me the last couple of weeks there. But I will be back in the next couple of days with another video. I hope you'll join me then. And a big shout out to everybody that's watching this with me on the premiere. And if you're new here and you haven't watched all our videos yet, why not check out one of the videos that should be appearing on screen now. I'll see you all very soon guys. Until next time, stay safe, take care, peace.